Oh, this is Breezy J, and I'm trying something different instead of making like a video of me. I'm gonna try this as kind of like I don't know what you want to call it, a little podcast type thing, I guess you could say. Um, so this is just a test. I'm gonna see how it works. Try and do this on here, YouTube. So, I had a story that I kind of wanted to share. And it's a lot easier because, like, obviously I can't multitask and make a video. I have to stay on one certain thing, especially with the device that I use, and any interruption um, with a podcast or whatever pretty much like ends it. So for the podcast, I'm just gonna use this pretty much. So I have a story that I want to share, and it has to do with my grandparents. Like back in December, it was 1 week before Christmas. My grandpa had passed away due to COVID-19 um, related symptoms. Um, which it wasn't that killed him. It was pretty much his organs were shutting down and all that because of it. But I remember this one time, when I used to live with my grandparents at one time when I was a kid, that there was I remember this vision. It was something we were at dinner. It was a weird dinner. My grandpa wanted eggs, salad, and some toast. Um, it was a typical Sunday. My grandparents don't cook on Sundays. Um, so that's what he wanted, and that's what she did. So one evening, my grandmother made dinner after hard days of work. And she put a plate of eggs, salad, and burnt toast in front of my grandfather. While I was sitting at the table, I immediately noticed the burnt toast. And I was waiting to see if he was going to complain about it. Because my grandfather likes stuff a certain way. But my grandfather started to eat them, smiling, and he asked me how I spent my day. So my grandma apologized to my grandpa for the burnt toast. And what he said, I'll never forget. I will never forget his response to her. When my grandma apologized to him for the burnt toast, he replied, "Honey, I love burnt toast." So later, when I went to bed, my grandpa came over to give me, what he always did, a hug and a kiss goodnight. And as he sat next to me, I asked him if he really liked the burnt toast. Of course, he hugged me, and he said, "Your grandma has had a difficult day, and she is really tired. She went out of her way to prepare this meal for us. Why blame her and hurt her?" He then went on to say, "Burnt toast never hurt anyone, but words can be very painful." Um, we all, it's like we all have to know how to appreciate what others do for us. And this is the whole moral of it, is we all have to know how to appreciate what others do for us, even if it's not perfect, because it's the intention to do well that counts. And you know what? And I always say this to everybody that I run into, that nobody is perfect. No one is perfect. So next time you get something that's burnt or undercooked, something like that, just appreciate, even if you don't like it. Just just enjoy it. Don't, you know, don't say hurtful words. They really sting. You come home from work after a long day and you go out of your way to make food. You already got a lot on your plate, you know? That's just something to think about. Just appreciate what others do for us, even if it's not perfect, because it's the intention to do well that counts, and no one is perfect. That's the moral of it all. So, with this whole podcast is just a test to see how it works. It's almost 6 minutes, so I'm going to let it go at 6 minutes. I just wanted to share that with you. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and hopefully this inspired you. I miss my grandpa so much. He was always there for me. Always there for when I needed him. And I was always there for when he needed me. And it's just still surreal, even halfway through this year. That's another reason why I wanted to make this a non-video of me. Because this type of subject, this type of topic, kind of gets to me a little. So, I hope you all have a wonderful day. Call your grandparents and tell them you love them. I'll see you then. Goodbye for now and have a great day.